Hello, are we live yet? There we go. Okie dokie. Mic check, mic check. Yep. And if I walk around, it stays the same. Let's try over here. Okay, this is working. Okay, good. We're getting this figured out. It'll be a little better than last time on the sound. It's too bad I gotta use this tiny little screen. Can't see myself. But aside from that, looks like we got things going. Except for good view of the big tank. You can see some little discus on the left when they come in view. Wonder what's chirping. Okay, I gotta turn this down. There. Now the sound should be okay. Shouldn't have any more trouble that way. And a lot of work to do on this lower Oscar tank. I did the work on the upper one last night. I had to do the work down in the lower one. As you can see, there's a lot of algae buildup. This stuff's building up really quick. It's just part of having a new tank set up. And this tank's only been running with big fish in it for a little while. So it's a stage, really. What's going to happen? Hopefully I don't blast the situation when I switch lighting here. I need more light down there. That's good. It's not hurting too much. We'll continue. And everything looks good over here. Nice. So I believe we can get this going. Now, I'm going to pull the lid, drop the light. I think I'll face the light inward to help me out. We'll start with the glass. I'm going to stir up whatever I can. I'm leaving the system running. I've made some adjustments inside the tank up here, the top tank up here, to shorten the spout. So I should be able to bring the water level up another inch or two when we're done with all this, which is always a good thing. You know, for the safety overflow gap there, I've had it a little wider than I wanted, and I'm trying to fine tune that. So I should be able to, I think, cut it in half. We're going to see. We won't be able to, I won't know for sure until I finish the water change how well it did, but we're going to find out. So now, step number one, just I got to pull the lid off, bring this light down. Why am I getting, is that a power warning? Can't be. No. Oh, whatever. Backup incomplete. I don't care. I don't want a backup. I gotta turn that on. Okay, so we're going to just sit this light up here and point it into the tank. Hopefully it doesn't fall on me. Let's stay put. That'll work well. Let's start lifting lids. Just chunks of plexiglass I sort of made and broke to fit. Cutting plexiglass is such a pain, but I used it because it had it and I got it free. So I'm probably going to buy some kind of crossbar to lay in there and get one of these glass lids for it. But I got all kinds of weird things happening with pipes and stuff coming in here. So it's not really a glass lid environment. If I can find a smaller one, like the one on this 60 gallon here, for example, would fit right nice in the middle there, but I'd still have big enough holes for the fish to jump. So I think this is what I'm doing is the safest thing for now. If they jump, their heads will hit something and they won't go out of the tank. So, but it is time to get the cleaning done in this dirty looking tank. I don't like this. It didn't even take long. This brown stuff's just ugly looking. Comes off easy though, so that's the the beauty of it. We're just going to get down here, get that all cleaned up. We're going to be moving these rocks around too. I got some plans. I've got to move this sump up higher. I want this sump in the middle of the tank, not on the bottom. So if I have some kind of emergency, there's enough water in here, the sump will burn out before the fish dies. And instead of the fish dying and then the sump just burning out after. So I'm going to be setting it up like that because I almost had a problem yesterday. I realized made me think a little bit, and I have to change the way I've got things happening here. And we're going to do that. We're going to make sure everybody's safe because you know you don't think everything all at once. You're doing weird things like linking barrels and tanks together, right? And that little problem right there presented itself to me yesterday, and I don't like it. So we're gonna deal with that. It's almost like this plastic doesn't like being submerged. Seems to be changing color. We'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully it doesn't go getting brittle on me. It hasn't really changed its pliability though. It's definitely changed color underwater. Let me get this algae off. Might have something to do with it. I think it's just leaching maybe. Just getting color bleached, I don't know. So I'm gonna dig this shit up because I want to see what's under it. I also want to get any food out, stir it up, and let it go up into the system. It'll even go upstairs. It'll go through this sump here, and you just get sucked out. Send it upstairs. Filters will get it. There's definitely some crap back here. It's not good. We're gonna stir it up. It's gonna come out with the water change. It's gonna settle out through filters. I'll change filters later on. But for now, we're just gonna move it out of any trap spots because this works too. Not terribly good for the fish to kick up dirt, but it's temporary. And these aren't discus, so it's not really the same game. Why am I doing this? Because my tank's low down here, and I need to figure out a smaller bucket so that I can properly gravel vac it. I mean, I can still gravel vac it, but also just get this up so the filters can catch it and let them do their job. Spin all these rocks, get them away from the glass. I'm going to start draining water, and I'm going to let this tank also drop, right? So when the water starts coming back in, it's going to be mostly, it's going to be like 60, 70% water change when I'm done. And whatever's left in the column of this dirt is going to get either filtered out or evenly spread out, but it won't be all sitting here in these rocks. It'll get dealt with one way or the other. This crappy brown algae. Definitely creating a mess, and it's definitely getting messy up there too. You see how it's all going to circulate. And there's a filter sock on the other end, so as long as I can keep this in the column and it starts getting pushed around, it's going to get filtered out along the way. And that filter sock's going to grab everything the other filters don't. And then I'm going to pump more than half the water out of the system while it's all cloudy like this. And it's just going to get rid of most of the gunk for me. It's another way of doing it. I would not behave this way with discus, but Oscars are damn tough fish. And the way that Big Bertha's tank was when she arrived pretty much proved that to me. Like, this is nothing compared to the soup that she was living in for a very long time. This is absolutely nothing. So, and I'll have her cleaned up in no time. They're going to get their clean water soon. Get their water changed. And if I'm going to murk something up, I should murk it up now. Murk the system up. So that's what we're doing. Getting it all murked up good. Want everything that's loose. Everything that wants to float. Now that didn't want to float before it started rotting. I want them all up in the air. I want all the algae turned down on the rocks. The rocks are white. I want to dig this area out because I want this motor thingy-majiggy to come right down almost to the ground in the corner here. And make sure the lid's on good. Yeah. Now they're not meant to be used. This thing that I'm touching right here, and it's a power head sponge filter doohickey. I think Aquarium Co-op sells something similar because Jim from Happy Place Aquatics was showing me his when I was talking about this. But this one has some kind of plastic casing on the outside, so when you pull it out to clean it, you don't have to squeeze the sponge filters, and then you take it all apart, clean the sponge filters out. But you can also put in these, because you got these cases, you can put like biomedia in them, and I'm trying that over here actually. I'll show you with this camera. So where are we? Can you see it? All the bright lights sort of screwing me over. Okay, so in the corner, see up top? It's not moving or anything now. But there's no air bubbles going through it, but it's working. And that water is definitely moving. It looks clear and it looks smooth because it's, but it's moving. Like there's some movement up there, but the power head's down here, and that's keeping all the dirt off the ground. At least that's my hope. It doesn't really matter which direction the suction's coming from. It's going to pull it through those sponges no matter what. So I put the biomedia in there just to help this guy and see how it's going to work. And that stuff has to soak for a few days before it starts moving around anyway. So we'll see what happens with it. But that's the sort of thing you can do with this one. I think it's pretty neat. So we're going to get the camera back in place here. Make sure we can see everything. Oh, geez. Shouldn't have moved it. Hopefully that's good. Let's go look. What we got over here? Maybe go like this way a little bit. A little bit more. There we go. Good, good, good. Good enough. Anyway, back to work. Where is my... Hello, Joe Abrams. What's up? Picked my OB Peacock digester. Oh, geez. That's sad. How big was it? How long did you have them? Your OB Peacock. I know they're on the expensive side, so it's got hurts in two ways when it's like that. I know the feeling. Trust me. Where to put my scrubby? There it is, floating in the tank. Oh, nice that I don't have to put my old knees down on that hard concrete anymore. I knew this was coming, so I had to prepare. I don't want to be down here feeling that. Okay. Yeah. What a mess. Messy, messy fish these things are. All right. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm actually going to pump water directly out of this tank first. A little bit at a time, anyway. Yeah, it's going to come out one way or the other. I'll just do it the way I planned it because that's going to work mechanically better. There's a flow here on this sun stuff. Doesn't seem to be as good as it used to be. Still there though. Huh. Oops. It's okay, big girl. I ain't gonna hurt you. I think she knows that by now. I am coming her way. Messy, messy tank you got here, big lady. Get you all fucking cleaned up. Get your water freshened up. I have to change it twice tonight. So yucky. Oh boy. Yeah, 100%, 110% water change. I'm surprised she ain't going to the other side of the tank. Ooh, that was because the little one jerked off. Scared her. She's staying over here with me for some reason. Which is strange. Maybe she wants to play. She's definitely not worried. I didn't get this brown stuff like this with the discus. Just, I don't remember I did. Maybe I did, and I just don't remember it. I have to go back and look in the videos. Most of their algae were green. And she don't care. She's just, yeah, do what you need to do. Dirty ass glass going on here. Clean it good. Okay. We're good on the glass. Of course, I'm going to miss a spot here or there and get perturbed when I see it later. But we've got her acting happy between 77 and 78 degrees now. So that's a good thing. See, here's a spot from yesterday. Probably didn't show up yesterday when I was doing it. It's showing up now. I'll get on top of it because I don't want it. If I keep killing it off, it'll propagate less. It'll get clogged up in my filter sock. That's why I had a flood, because of this shit. I've repositioned my filter sock so I don't have a flood again like yesterday. You know, live and learn. You make mistakes, you adapt, and this lemon one's real friendly with me too. I want this looking nice when we're done here. I know I got to get some plants going, but I got fish that won't live with plants, so I'm gonna have to put some in the barrel. I need some floating plants and a light in the green barrel, but that takes money, and things will be tight around here for a little bit, so it's not in the budget. But we will get there. Where's my towel? There's my towel. Walking light. Hopefully that's not going to interrupt nothing down there with the camera. These are still visible. Looks like it to me. Good. Okay. Stand back and look at the glass, see what I missed. Probably missed a bunch. I'm going to go stir that up one more time, make sure everything got kicked up, because I want filters to get as much of it as humanly possible. Gotta leave it all down there. It won't. See, there's still quite a bit, but it's not nearly as much as there were. It's good. Algae situation looks under control now. Probably run down this corner here. That thing's kind of like an orange straw anyway, but Someone had an air tube glued in a very weird fashion in the past with this tube. Itchy leg. Get bit by a wasp. And a big old bug bite issue. I don't deal with bug bites very well for some reason. On my lower legs, screws me up. Okay. I think we're just basically at the water change stage now. I'm going to start the pump early because I want this tank to drop, and then I'll turn off the, and I'm going to turn off that sump. Let's get the barrels open. That's what we need to do. And I got a sponge filter sort of staying alive in there. It needs to go upstairs. So I'll just drop. I don't want to drop it in that tank though, because that tank's got snails. Going to be moving some assassin snails up here very shortly, or down here into this one, so they can start killing off those cone snails. I'm letting them breed in my main tank right now for as long as I can, and they have produced babies up there, so I'll be able to grab a couple of the big adults and throw them down here, and let them continue on feasting on the colony of cone snails that's beginning down here. Hopefully the assassin snails leave the apple snail alone, but I believe the apple snail is too big for them to do anything about. Cone snails need to be dealt with. If I have to, I'll move the apple snail into this tank. But I don't think they're a problem with assassin snails because it's a size thing. Hello, Mr. J.T. Cooper. How you doing on this fine day? Good to see you here. We just did the scrub down. Actually, I have to move around rocks and stuff now and build a little tower for this get it a little higher off the ground, because if it stays there and I have some kind of other failure, that tank will empty and those fish will die. So I've got to build like rock mountain. I have an idea, but before I can start that idea, I think I need to take this out, and then because this is in here, I'm going to have to boil it. Should use this one instead. Make sure we don't. I will go throw this in some hot water. Yeah, probably covered in snail eggs. But the plan is I'm going to build up the rocks kind of underneath like a base. I'll throw some in here, and then I'll place the sump on that'll be in the back corner. I'll place the sump on top. It'll be all supported by the white rocks, and that way, after the water, if the water level goes down, we're going to have like half the tank preserved for the fish, with the power head still active in it that hasn't died, and the sump will burn out. The UV would probably burn out too, but the fish will live, and even the canister filter probably keep running. So that's the plan. That's what I'm after here. So I have to throw this in some hot water. I'll be right back. You probably still hear me. I don't know. And going out of range from okay, so my little pieces in some hot water. I should have done that sooner. I kind of need that for the next step, but we'll give it just a few minutes to cook any little snails and any little legs that happen to be there. It's not a foolproof method, but it works pretty good. And little cone snails will cook in that water real quick, and so will all their eggs, and so will any algae on it. So not quite sterile, but it would be close. What's going on with you? That's some weird ass looking Oscar poo. Must be krill. Pooping out krill. I don't know. Maybe I'll dose some food for him. I don't even know what to call that. Doesn't look diseasey, but it's not brown. Maybe that's just a starting part. Oh god, he's gonna have a monster poo. Okay. I don't really notice them poo much, but that's gross. Bertha hurt herself. Scraped some rocks, I guess. I think this is had long enough. Dump the hot water out. Grab the item. Boy, it's gonna be hot, hot, hot. Okay. Cooled it down. There we go. All the green or brown algae that was on it turned green. Everything's dead. On with the plan. Plan is let's make sure this doesn't fall out before I. This is not caught up. Okay, it's just lagging a bit. No problem. So we're gonna stick this down in here. sure I'm not doing that. The only thing I don't like about this plan is it's got a point sticking down into the tank. I'll just build it up maybe like that. Now I'll just put rocks under it. Fuck it. Oh man, why's it gotta be like that? Fuck. There's no way out of it. I gotta take it off. Okay. Move you. Fucking things, man. Don't tell me I just. Jesus Christ. I'm having fun here, boys. These suction cups, I guess, they stay on. That's a good thing. You want to get them off. It's not so fun. And there we go again. I'm going to have to unplug this son of a bitch if I'm not careful. I should also resecure this. However the fuck way it's going to. Oh man, did I just push it? Okay, thank God. Yeah. This almost came off, so I gotta check it. Make sure it's locked in. Okay, good. Careful. Now, you were tangled in this fucking shit. It's ridiculous. I'll go clean it while I got it off. Oh, are you fucking free and clear yet? Put you down. Give me this fucking cable. Get it over here. Stick it fucking down. It's not a use channel. I don't care who wants to learn from this channel, but it's not intended to be for young people. I slip out the odd swear word, so viewer discretion is advised. But that'll be about the worst of it. Just the odd accidental coin jar infraction. I'm on again. Should put some sand in there too, just to stop the fucking. Try this. Yeah. Get you back in position. Be like, just like this now. I don't want you like that though. I need to move you up, press you down, and turn you all the way over there. Make sure you don't unlock. You gotta be going that way. Right down there, baby. Ooh, there we go. Comes off. Fucker. I'm not careful. I'm gonna have to unplug it. Shit. These things are a little tricky. They unlock if you point them in the wrong direction. You don't really get a 360-degree angle out of them. Like point them a certain way. It's definitely got gunk in there though. Definitely got gunk. I'm gonna leave it there because this thing's still kind of seeding itself. And you just push it down. And that's it. That's all she needs. That's all she wrote. Get this heater wire organized. Manage all my wires a little better than I've been doing. Get this male over here, sort of discus male in the corner, and a female. I'm waiting for them to climatize. Actually surprised I'm getting a little bit of flow here. It's kind of weird. Not sure why that's happening. This is just leaking through a little bit. Why? This guy's always quick to charge me. I give him little taps to teach him not to fuck with me. I want him growing up and being aggressive with my hands. to be slowing down again. I must have just did something that fucked with water levels. Probably moving that hose around made something happen. Make sure everything's okay up here. So I was moving that around. Make sure I'm not going to fucking lose it on the ground. Okay, that's good. Language again. Got to stop that. It's YouTube. Meow. Good enough. That's high enough. My fish survives. I think it's high enough. Could be higher. Make it a little higher. No, it's about right, actually. Lay it down. That stays. Good. And when this comes back, it'll be good. Okay. Do it like that. It's wide open. Wants to sit nice like that, so we're going to leave it there. I have to check this out too, so let's unplug this bitch. Where is it? Do a little UV light check. The seal on this model is actually really good. Make sure it's off and I got the right one. Yeah. The bulb seal on this one's, I think, better than the JP01. It's a bigger unit though. Yeah, so she's bone dry in there. Bone dry, not a drop. I'll just put that back together and make sure nothing's trapped in there. Nope. Oh, a little bit of stuff. That's no good. We got it out. And I'm going to stick this back in there because it's running like a dream. Doesn't need the maintenance like the other one does every week. Does look like the UV light's doing in the glass casing now. Let's get this plugged back up here. Plug that unit back in. Glad to see that though. I don't have to really worry about this one like the ones I have upstairs. Better model that gets the 23. It just sterilizes. You don't even have to take it out of the tank. And you just let it run. You don't have to clean it even. Just put it in there. Make sure your light's on. Make sure your power jet's running, and it's not. That's not good. The fuck? Great. I probably burned the power head out the other day. That's not good. I swear it was just running though. Probably clogged or something. Wow. I guess I got to take it all back. Because now it's not running. Why is it? Why is it not running? Feels like it wants to run. We'll pull this out. Clean this off. Reposition it. Oh, there we go. It's the dirty impeller. It happens. Problem is trying to get this back together while it's running. Oh, there we go. We don't recommend taking apart your filters while they're operational, but I just did, and we're okay. We're gonna stick that right back where I had it. I think, yeah, we're gonna bring her a little more central today. I think just a bit. What's stopping my head? We're gonna bring this one a little bit more central, and we're gonna circulate stuff towards the sun some. Okay, now she's running. She's running. Make sure it's upright and square. Looks like it to me. Actually, it doesn't. Make sure it's in there. Yeah. Got it sitting in there properly. And I'm going to send this one down the back side of that. Yeah, that's in there good. Okay, now I got everything the way I like it. How's the water smell anyway? It's good. Nothing wrong with that water. Other than I murked it up. But we're changing it anyway. Once a week's pretty much the best thing to do for them. You can let a tank like this go 2 weeks easy, but I'm not gonna play that game. If I do it every week, I don't have to waste test kit materials. You know, I don't have to. It's just better, less chance of disease, and I know for sure they're safe, no matter what. I think we're gonna have a very narrow. I think we're gonna have a very narrow line on the lower tank when we're done. How's the angle looking here? I think it got a little messed over, huh? So we can improve that. You put some food grade silicone grease on the O-rings, yeah? Okay. Yeah, let me know. I'd like to know that because that might work. It's such a small amount of water getting in slowly over time, right? That might just work. Because and if it does, I'll go buy some. I've been thinking about doing it, but when I'm there, I never remember to buy it. It's probably gonna work. Might as well do this while it's wet. I need some Windex on this glass. Bad. Looks like it's still a little foggy inside too. It needs another scrub over here. This tank's beat the hell out of us, so there's scratches galore on this thing. But I don't care. Gets the job done. I still see the fish well enough. And when I get a better one, I'll have a better one. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I really hope it works because I like those little units. I'm definitely going to use them. I just bought 4 more bulbs. I'm about to start changing the ones upstairs because it's time. The same bulbs will fit in this thing too. They call this one a 13 watt, but when I look at the bulbs, I think they're lying. It's the same damn bulb Maybe the socket is 13 watts, but the bulb is the same, and it'll work in there. So I think they're just selling the 23s are just a new design of the 9 watt. I don't think they call them 13s, but I think they're lying. I really do. Because that's just the way the world is now. Okay, time to drain. Definitely time to drain. Exciting. This takes forever. But I wanted to make sure everybody had a good clean, good scrubbing. I'm thinking this thing's just not working right anymore. Or like I shouldn't have to clean it already. So let me just check it. No, it's going okay. Yeah. They're just not very strong, these Suns, but it's definitely running. I was throwing it down this pipe because I took the end off it because I don't like how the flow seemed restricted. But when I stick this in, what happens when I feed them, I drop their food in by this, and it collects in the corner and they can't get it. But if I put this in and I point half of the spray bar at the glass and leave the end open, the flow's still good, and the little bit of spray bar things push the food away. That's what I've been doing. Can't get it back in though. Good enough. There, that's my food. Pushes the food out of the way for them. That's what I use it for. Yeah, I think we're going to have like maybe a 1-inch line on this bottom tank. We'll see. That's what I'm aiming for. There has to be a little bit. It's just the way it is. But I'm trying to make it as small as I can without getting a flood. And we're going to find that out right now. Should be able to give them another few gallons too, doing this, which is always nice. Drain sides in the sink. Where might the clamp go? There it is. One last stir things up. White. Let's get it all up in play. And we're starting to drain. You'll have to pay attention because I'm going to leave. Let me find a plug first. I'm going to use. What am I going to use? Well, I have to unplug these. I know that. So we'll just set the temperature up. There, now these should be available. Oh, if they're long enough. Great. I can't get a full drain if I use that. Fuck my life. Where's this shit go? Oh. What I used last time was one here. Oh, there's one here. Yay, there we go. Getting a little starved on plugs. Need a couple power bars by the looks of things. Okay, we're on the drain. Now, that's just going to make this tank drop, so we're unplugging. No, it won't. It'll make the bottom tank drop. Why did that tank drop? It's like the sump stopped. Sump shouldn't have stopped. That's what I heard earlier. So something's wrong there too. Stop the press. Stop the press. This one's not running. Yeah. What is that? Plugged up. Really? I moved it around a little bit and she died. Or did I forget to plug something back in? Oh, she's in. This running? Yeah, that's running. Fucker's dead. You get it open. Yeah. That's not good. Let's take the fucking unit out. It's not that. Are we now draining? Okay, this has got to come off somehow, obviously. There we go. Wow, eh? There we go. Get warm too. Cool it down a little. Probably shouldn't do this right now, but there she is. Let it rinse itself. Let it rinse itself out there. No, 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 don't do that. Oh, this is, I'm in a precarious situation. I better unplug it. Ugh. Ugh. Instead of trying to half-ass it like a silly guy. Okay, pull it out. She just clogged up. She needs a clean. Pulling out the impeller. Ooh, okay, that's the shaft. I didn't really want the shaft. This could go very fucked up if I'm not careful here. That's a strong ass magnet. I can't get a grip because my hands are too big. Yeah, I need a tool. The shaft's out now. It's not where it should be. There it is. Now the shaft's where it should be. Still have to get this impeller out though. Give her a clean. Let's try this. I thought something went wrong. For Christ's sake. That's one strong ass magnet. I almost had it too. Okay. There we go. Out finally. There's some gunk down there. Looks pretty good. Just clean off the magnet. Sometimes it's just the slime on the magnets enough to piss the thing off. Slide her back down. Where'd my shaft go? Right there. See, now I'm not even sure I'm in the fucking right shaft hole. There it is. I need the rubber shaft head. There, that's on. Stick that in there. No, this side. No, it's definitely this side, is it? It's got to be this side. That's locked in. So I should test it first, but it should work. Of course, now that I'm closing it up, it won't. Oh, yeah, that hurts. Okay, back in the water. I won't put it completely together so I don't jinx myself. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Oh boy. When things go wrong. But, you know, you got to do these things. You got to clean these up every now and then. Should be running. Yeah, I just saw it move. It should be running now. Oh, yeah, yeah. Full speed ahead right there. No problem. And now I'm trying not to electrocute myself. Process. Here's my towel. Clean up that. Okay, screw this thing back together. Oh boy. And, okay. Get ourselves sort of back in the right direction here. This freaking wire doesn't want to be where I want it to be. I'm gonna get rid of all this shit now too. Oh, it's twisted. Okay. Now, make sure everybody's running again. There we go. The sump is back in business. Let the tanks level back out first. Jesus, Murphy. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. I got all that detritus almost out of there now. I need the overflow to be running properly again before we start this drain. And I've already pulled a lot of water, but I need to know how much water I've lost before I continue. I want to drop this tank down about a foot. Well, not quite a foot, sorry, 6-inch. I should check the chat. I've been doing that enough. Hey, small fish. And Berna. How you doing, Berna? Yeah, actually, they look a little longer, but it's just the glass outer tube that's longer on the JP23 because I compared them, and they're the same bulb. I actually got a burnt out 13. I'll put it beside a 9 for you to see here. So, where are we? I don't know if you can see this one well. Maybe this one's better. But let me get the cardboard off it. This one's dead. It's a 13. Exactly the same bulb. I don't know if you can see that well because I can't see what's going on. This is meant to be a 13. These I bought as 9s. Same thickness, same plug, everything. Oh, which one's garbage again? That's the garbage one. Oh boy. They lie, those guys. They freaking lie. They're not 13s at all. Is there another box? Is this the one? Oh, I guess that's the one. Yeah, they lie. Okay, we got our flow back, I think. So I did take some water, of course. So I'm going to resume and drop it down a little more. And I'm going to shut off the tank. And I'll let this barrel drain both of them. Everybody's going to get clean water. And we'll be back in business. I did. There's not really any part numbers on these bulbs when I buy them. Half of them are blank. Some of them have a name. Heck, I don't even know if they're UV half the time I buy them. I just pray they are. They seem to work. Everybody claims they're UV. They could be lying. I don't know. It's a little confusing, but once I figured out it wasn't a 13 watt, like, and I've seen other ones that look like the JP 23 advertising with a 9 watt. So somebody's lying, and somebody's telling the truth. It's got to be the 9 watt guy telling the truth. Oh, there's the other box. And I paid more for the 13, actually, that burnt out 13. It probably has the same damn markings too. No, sorry, the one I bought was in there, and it's different than the one that was in there. I'll take a picture of it and show you later. What the claimed 13 that was in there that's burnt out when I turned it on. I'll take a picture of the socket for that one for you to determine if it's anything different. It's not going to show up too well with these cameras set up like this. I mean, I could try it. I don't think you're going to see it though. I certainly wouldn't, but I'm blind. Okay. Plug it in. Unplugged. Get a few more inches out of there. I moved the camera. I did that. That's not so bad. At least the discus tank camera is working good today. It was giving me a hard time last time. Starting to iron this stuff out. We're getting it dialed in. I always got to crouch down here because I'm about to hit my head on everything. So if I look like I'm crouching all the time, it's, you know, I got clearance issues. Well, I got this freaking injury healing on my head. It's been there for 2 weeks from, you know, just tall man shit. You hit your head on everything. This one turned into one of those subdermal hematoma bullshit things. So it takes forever to go away. But it'll go away. But yeah, this was on a bus. Brakes got slammed, those bars, you know, everybody else, they got to reach up and grab those bars. Me, they're right in my face. So, like, if something goes wrong and I'm near one of the corners of one, that's what happens. It's smashed in the skull. Okay, we're going to shut off this sump now. This will backfill a bit down into the bottom tank. And from this moment forward, I'm just draining barrels. The tank drains are done. I believe the siphon just broke on the upper tank. And yeah, we're in good shape. We're in good shape. Been through 2 impellers today, cleaning them up. Hang on backs are running great right now. I will clean the pads, give them a blast of water, get them clean. You know, 25 bucks Canadian for these sponge filter tower guys. Not too shabby. I don't know how well they're working, but this tank's clean, so you don't really see anything go into it. That tank there, though, there's definitely dirt and food and whatnot that's gotten sucked down into the lower chamber there. I can definitely see it. Some in the center chamber, but I don't really see much anything in the top chamber. Oh yeah, there's some stuff in there too. So that one's been running a few days, several days. So, and it pumps like 470 gallons an hour. So it's got to be sucking stuff up. Yeah, so we're all clean on the glass. I gotta sit. I gotta sit on the floor because it's soft now and it's not concrete. And my computer chair has your camera in it. So hello to people on the computer chair. I get tired sometimes and I need to relax. My muscles start burning. Everything starts burning. It's good old Bertha. She's a happy girl. You know, she's gonna talk to me now probably because she sees me here. She really likes to interact. I could probably put my hand in the tank and pet this fish. I believe I could. I believe I could. I'm not gonna play with fate, and I don't want her to be afraid of me. But I think she will let me pet her. She knows I'm the guy that gives her krill, and she's real friendly with everything, even that little fish. So he's growing like a beast right now because he gets more food than anyone. He's faster than her, and I got to be careful about that. But I got to get her fed at the same time. And she doesn't clue in as quickly as the little one. So he's getting his fill, and then some. I've been feeding this lower tank a lot less because of that. But at the same time, it's just making her eat less, not him eat less. So they're getting krill when I'm done this. And they'll be good for a week. But yeah, his belly's fat. Hopefully he doesn't get impacted with too much food there. He's got to take a poo, something awful out that guy. No food in this tank tomorrow. None. I don't even think I should put the krill in because if he eats one, I'll have to hold it and just drop it right in her mouth. I'm not giving him shit. He looks bloated with pellets right now. Probably ate them all. She ate some pellets though. She's been eating pellets the last couple of days, so she was rejecting them up until recently. And she likes that lower power jet being down the ground like that. She goes right into it, nose first, and she likes it running over her body. It's not a bad thing. All right. She comes right up and she says hi to you. Your little one. Okay, go to stand back up. Oh, check the barrels. Stop being lazy. Not much light over here. It's down there pretty far. Below half. It sort of beep like maybe I just lost batteries or something. Yeah, I think I got a message. Has an infection in the head. They say it's normal, I guess. No, it's called hole in the head, and it's not normal. I mean, it happens to Oscars a lot, but you don't want it. Fritz Paraclams, buy some of that. Buy yourself a UV like the unit I have in there as well, because that's half the problem. Your water's probably cloudy. I'm not saying it is, but like there are probably like bacteria in there that you don't know about. and that's what causes hole in the head. So you got to increase your water changes. Like until it goes away, you should do water changes twice a week on your Oscar tank. You got to get Fritz Paracleanse. Now, because your fish is probably huge and your tank is probably huge, what you got to do is mix it in with some of its food, like whatever protein food you feed. Let it soak into the food and feed it to them. Do that, lots of water changes, and get the UV going, and that's what'll kill hole in the head. But if you do nothing, your fish is going to die. It's not normal, not normal at all. Yeah, same style, but I think part number is different. Here, let me check. I'll go grab that and put it up to a camera and hope you can see it. But the one, yeah, this is the one they shipped. Um, let's see here what we can do. I'm blindly sort of holding it in front of the camera, hoping it's getting clear for you. I'm going to move back a little bit because I can't tell if it's clear or not. I'm just going to slowly move it away. Slowly move it forward. And if this camera focuses it properly, at some point you can pause it, get your part number. The other side's blank, so this is the only information on this supposed 13-watt bulb. Yeah, that could be very true. It could be a 13-watt ballast, and the bulb is the same. But I have seen the JP23 advertised as a 9 and a 13. So why would they do that? It's just Amazon, right? The advertisers don't always tell the truth. They'll slide a little bit if they can to get the sale. Yeah, Berna. Oh no, I turned that off. Okay. Almost panicked myself for a second. Pretty much got to go by ear to know that thing's empty because it's too dark in there. I'll hear it. Starts sucking air, it gets pretty loud. I cleaned all the glass up top last night, and so it's pretty much okay right now. And then I got tired and I didn't do the bottom, but you can see how long it's that bottom tank needed some work. Once I get this fresh water in and the filters run for 30 minutes, it's going to look beautiful. It's already clearing up just with the filters running now, but there'll be some happy fish. Yeah, I'm going to paracleanse this guy too because I think it was just the start of his poo was white. I didn't keep watching. There's a brown turd here though, and it's probably his. I doubt it's an issue. He's a pretty healthy boy. She waiting for food, that lemon. She's just like, feed me here in the corner. That's probably a boy, actually, the lemon. I thought it was a boy, so I picked it, but it might be a girl. I do think this red one's a boy, though, but I don't know anymore. We'll find out. It's got to be empty by now. Yep, there it is. You can hear it starting. Oh. Now we pull it out and we drop it in the second barrel. And we plug it back in. Awesome sauce. So, now I need my hose. Pull the hose. Pull my other clamp. Get my other clamp in place. Pull the hose out of the hose coiler. So stop it. It's the chair. Bring the hose over to the bucket. Place. Initiate the taps. We're looking for 77, 78 degrees today in the barrels. Barrels being filled. Gotta go get my primes here. Good. Yay. Fuck, I spilled a little. I hate that. Liquid gold, this stuff. Let's put 100 gallons worth of prime in there. And the fill begins. This should drain faster than that fills, so that's why I do them both at the same time. I need a thermostat, which is over here. I got this tank running discus temperature because if I need an emergency discus tank, it's now this big 65 gallon. Something goes wrong, I gotta move fish fast, they come here. Thermostat's adjusting. I don't know the truth yet for a bit. Right now it's saying it's 77.2, but I think it's still dropping. The water's probably going in cold. It starts cold. No, the sockets are identical. Absolutely identical. Like inside the JP23, same socket. It's actually like a little, I don't like the way they installed it in there. It's a little, you gotta be careful. Like you could break it easier than the old one. But once you get the housing on, it's got like an O-ring with a separate screw thing. Instead of just the rubber being on the glass, it's got a screw thing that locks it in, and it don't leak at all. So I like that part a lot. And it doesn't have the filter or anything inside it, so it just runs, right? Like it's just running water over the bulb. So you really don't have to do anything until the bulb breaks. You just put it in there, run, make sure it doesn't clog up, and let her go. I like that. Got enough shit to look after. Okay, so we're 75.2 right now. I'm just going to let it stay there. It's going to warm up. The warm water, it's like a 100-foot hose or something. So it takes a while for the water to even get through it. And yeah. Everything's going along pretty good. Just checking over my filters, make sure sometimes the hose links come off loose, or a little loose, and they start dripping. So I got to make sure they're not doing that. They're good. All the fishies get heavily filtered water. That's one big cone snail. I'm going to pluck it. I always take the big ones away to slow down the propagation. $75 getting a little colder. I'm going to wait on it though before I start warming it up. We're only half down on the blue barrel. And we're about a quarter up on the brown. So something's got to hurry its arse up here. What's going on? Got a pinch somewhere? No. It pinched up here? No. Flow looks good. It's a race. The blue barrel should finish in time. And yeah, that's funny. He's all pale right now. He's normally really dark. Must have something to do with the water. pH probably just spiked because I dirtied it up. It'll be fixed soon. He's like the same color as Bertha right now. He's normally black, 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 black. I was just all looking. Oh, the chair moved. You're back this way, do it. Maybe. A little bit more. Huh? Oh, I'll have to take a closer look. Um, I think they're probably the same, but I'm looking at that now. Element in the bulb. Good question. Let's have a look at that. Okay, we can even see like, actually, they both say 13L. They both say 13L, and I didn't buy 13-watt bulbs. So I'm going to double check my order, but let me get you back up to the camera here. This is a brand new, what I believe is a 9-watt. I'm going to go double check my order in just a sec after this. Okay, same company name, 13L on the part number, which I'm assuming is the what they're trying to say 13 watt of. Okay, and can you see the element? I'm not seeing a difference here myself. I'll put the other one over now. I don't know. I'm moving it around a lot, but I'm trying to give you different camera angles in case the focus is shitty. This one here, again, is the new one. This is the burnt one that I had to replace. This one was advertised as a 13 watt. Now I'm going to put them back and I'm going to check my order and make sure I didn't buy 13s, because maybe I did that. Maybe I did that because I didn't see a difference. But I don't think that's what I did. I'm pretty sure I ordered the regular old JP 01 advertised bulbs like I've done before. Yeah, I swear they're the same. I'm going to check my Amazon. But if I do that, I think I might lose you guys for a second. Hold on. Ah, okay, well. Ironically, you want to know what it says? And I'll post the link to you later. It says fits 9 watt, something else watt, and 13 watt, JP01, JP23, and it just lists all of them as basically it fitting all those units. So very strange. But yeah, that's the ones I bought. I think they're just all the same. It's almost full, and this is low enough that I'm shutting it down. Well, 75.7. That's just good. Leave it alone. You don't want to get that done. The safety bucket. Oh, always trying to break stuff. What I do is I just let the both straight into the one. I don't even do it. I do this for fine in the same time. Although we can down with fine and the thing is what down on mixing already, we will add another 100 gallons with front to the green bucket at the recommended dose. They're the same length as you're able to compare. Okay, good. Yeah, you got a big screen there. I can't really. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you got a clear view. At least now we know what's going on with them, right? But yeah, the 23 doesn't require cleaning, so it's superior in my eyes. It did just clog on me, but the 21s have never clogged on me. But this thing's running in a Oscar tank with big, huge Oscar poop, so that's going to happen more often. So I don't blame the unit. Going strong, you see the blast. It's got a real good strong jet on it. So
And that I'm only running the one unit on this whole thing, and it seems to be getting the job done. I don't get it, but it seems to be getting the job done. So I was going to put two in here, but I don't even know if I need to. I should. I should have one there and one up top, or two down there. Even would be better. I probably will, but it hasn't been a problem without a second unit. So I'm surprised, very surprised, because it runs 24/7. It does. I forget. I think it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 gallons an hour. The whole system has 260 in it. Eventually, it's going to do all the water multiple times a day, many times over. So it's getting the job done. The tank is a long tank to do maintenance on. That's why I was like, nope, bad idea for discus. New rule for discus is 90 to 120 gallon tank max. Otherwise, your water change time, stupid. You're going to be spending all week doing water changes because it takes so damn long, like this is. Um, you can't have discus tank that has this kind of or system that has this long of a maintenance attachment to it for just one system. Too much. The only way to do it on bigger tanks than that is to go for the automatic water change, automated water change. I'd like to do that with this. I may just do it downstairs near all the pipes and all that fun stuff, but it's expensive, and I'm not on Google. I have to do things on. That would be a down the road if good things happen sort of investment. I would do it though. If I had cash, I'd definitely do it. I do all kinds of crazy stuff. I have fun. I'm like mad scientist, crazy with my ideas. The things I'll come up with blow people's mind. This is what I came up with: gathering a bunch of scraps and tanks nobody wanted. Imagine if I could buy things targeted. Targeted, yeah. Well, watch out. I'll have weirdest shit going on. The coolest shit going on. Getting the overflow here. Uh, 51 up a degree, 76.3. That's what I expected it to be. Go ahead and touch it. I found this one filled. Probably be right on target for 77, 78. And when that one gets full, I'll throw another cap or two in there. 300 gallons worth of priming system. Should be good enough. Be well mixed before I even re-engage it. We'll put some in the bottom tank anyway to be safe. And by the time that all mixes with that, it'll be fine. Those barrels probably take about 7 minutes to prime up with chemicals to break everything down, and they take longer now to fill. So I could probably stop right now and just let it. Once it hits the tank, I should probably stop to save some money. But I'm gonna put a couple extras in there because don't cheap on your prime. It's a stupid thing to do. Double it up at least and call it a day. So what'll happen here now is after the blue barrel fills, I'll let it overflow into the bottom tank. I will let the bottom tank fill up pretty much as full as it can get, and I'll cut the tap off. Then I'll re-engage the upper tank, and once the water level's balanced out, I'm expecting. You can see here over on the right, I got a little white piece of Teflon marking. The bottom of the Teflon marks the old water line after a fill, and I put that there so if power turns off, I don't flood. Right? I need a gap, but I've done some stuff up here to shorten that gap, and I'm hoping it's just going to be a little line on top now, and that's what we're going for here. I can hear the overflow back in the blue barrel. Have to be slow when it goes through those filters. So nothing I can do about that. I like the water to be nice. And so part of that, you know, kind of trying to lower tank now, just to let it move around, be everywhere. Let it spread out. Get it off my hands, little touch the clothes. Fine, wet your clothes. Bad. Oh yeah. Calm and clear. I like that little tank. The new one, I really like it now. Looked like shit when it came in the door before it was right down. I'll probably turn around and sell that tank for like $700 tomorrow. It looks so nice. I want to buy it, but I won't. It's mine. The wage game now, one prime goes up to 76.5 from losing the low. It's good to also see here we go, 76.1 on the entering the barrel here at 76.1. 46 first. That's right. Both the digital one I use is actually lost. Close enough though. But I don't bother trying to calibrate. I'll be a minute. I'll leave my headphones down here. I got bag. Otherwise, already cleared up just by the filters. Can get better though. Water might be a bit cold. Bump it up. Good. Roll along. There's so close. Takes a while to fill the barrels upstairs too, but I normally shut it off at that point for you guys. But in this video, I want to get to the end result, which is how high is my water level going to be on the lower tank. I'm hoping to improve that rate. Uh, we're going to see. I could probably put the lids back on right now, but I'm going to see. I'm going to go get her a piece of rope. Good. So hand feeding with the lid. Keep right in. He's gonna get it. The match. You know, you could I'm gonna stop on the last couple of these guys. Because they've been good too. There you go. You gotta be fast to get some in that tank. So then we get all not old enough that one. More than half older. So it's good, man. If one of that hot strips, that's too bad. Okay, we'll see you later, buddy. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. Definitely been a long time. How long have you been going? Oh, you took it over here, right? 2 hours. Yeah. Seems to be how long this setup lasts me. Takes me. That's why I was like, no, not doing this. Great for Oscars, though. Beautiful place for Oscars. You want to do the work, or you got an automatic top off. Great setup for this too, but no, no advantage. Down there at 3.6. I think that's now. Not really. Uh, I mean, the barrel now. Barrel one, which is 77. I know it's still working in a bag. Oh, can I have that? I'll use that. That anywhere. Yeah, yeah. Let's letting that run. Thanks. Let's block these time. Bloodworms for discus. Start. And we let this fill up. We stop the tap. We're gonna re-engage. Everybody's back to me. Crime's already been administered, and we're in good shape. And it's on the overflow. Now, in the lower tank, let's keep out there over the ostrich. People worries about me. There you go. We're on the fill now. The over soon. She likes the clean water. She's starting to stand. Puppy. And so, yeah. And she's noticing the fresh water. She's spawning. There we go. These ospreys get 2 hours a week out of me. 2.5 if I got to do a major multiverse, which is probably going to be the case for the next little while. Where are we at now? Yeah, it's going to be 2.5 hours. A 2.5 hours situation going forward for this system. But you know what? It worked. Fill this right full. And we're going to see what our line looks like. We're going to see. And it looks pretty good, I think. It's not going to be the big gap I had before. Well, there you go. That's good level there. I was a feet down here. And I got a freaking front off. Going for gold this time. That's what I'm calling that. That's good. That's close it. When I went too far, we just stop at the top. When it's stop, always go. Stop right. Yeah, it stopped. Good. I just want to make sure it was. But goes. There's stops. I'm gonna find out. I think it's gonna look full on both tanks, and I'm gonna have the room I need. That's what I'm after. Probably just like a little line on top of it. That's what I want. We'll get the lid on. We're good. Once that's it. If they're well fed, they don't want to eat. Look at that. I think it's gonna be perfect. Look at that little. We'll see. I think we're gonna gain 8 inches. Probably an inch and a half. We gotta lose some to find it. You know, the gallon or two in the pipe. Coming down, we still have up the rim now, and I think we're overflowing right now. It's here. Yeah, there's an overflow. That's coming down the rim a little. That's huge. That's that'll start to flow now. We're gonna drop a bit. That might be it right on there. Barrel speed looking normal. Normal. Let's get the lid on. We'll know in a minute. The lid's on. That's it. Lid off. Goes back here. Goes away. I would say that's where it is now. It's been running long enough. That's my new water line. Getting a little more than an inch. I hope for more, but you know what? I'll take it. An inch across that much. That's a good amount of water that's been added for them. Yeah. Boom. Done. One clean tank, one long string. I thank you all for hanging out with me and helping get this done. Running some watch hours with me. I can see we've still got some people watching silently, and that's great. Maybe some of you are running your TV. I like that too. So we're gonna end the stream right now. Thank you very much, and anyone at that fight tomorrow night, hope you have fun. Also, best luck to everyone who falls in the ring. Doesn't really matter who wins, but we're all rooting for somebody. And, I'm rooting for everyone to get home safe too. No brain injuries. Have a great night, guys.